Early in the morning, early in the morning, in the morning.
The way that episode ended caught me slipping, guys. I kind of want to talk about it now, but it makes sense to talk about it at the end. So stay tuned. Let's get into this video still. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Press the subscribe button, roll to 50k. Please help your boy get there. Pressing that like button really means the world to me. Your boy Cam needs you, man. So the episode starts with the recoupling. I actually started the episode late, thank God, and I think I just missed the first recoupling. That was clearly Will, so I skipped that shit. Aaron then couples up with Lana and basically calls out Ron. And this is Ron's downward spiral. My brother, all this one eye open when I'm joking, but all this, preying everyone, all this wandering eye, it's got you in trouble. And this was your downfall today, unfortunately. And it culminated in the boys turning against you. So Aaron basically gives him some sly digs. But Aaron, my brother, Aaron, you were a side man. That doesn't change. Doesn't change. Bro, you are Nando's side. You are spiced grains and butternut squash. You're lucky I even knew it was called that. Yeah, you're the side dish. No one likes you. Bro, you thought you got one up on Ron and got Lana. Bro, she still doesn't want you. This new guy's come in and he's already taken your prize. Then side man number 2, yeah, he's fucking Dumb and Dumber over here. He's partner in crime, yeah. He's partner in side dish. Spencer. Oh my God, God almighty. I want to skip through this, but a man said about Olivia before he picked Olivia, yeah, he said, this person has taken the time to get to know me. That would suggest that they talk outside of what we're seeing. They must have conversations, yeah, and somewhat get to know each other outside of what we see, surely, because unless this is like his level of like, yeah, like she's really into me. Like I'm only like third in line. Yeah, she's really into me. Like I'm so happy, like bro. Jesus. Shaq. Oh, we're gonna get into Shaq as well. Jesus Christ. I mean, he had a lot of great points on Shaq, but a few L's. And the wrong kind of L as well, you know what I'm saying? The wrong kind of L. The L that's kind of too early, big man. You understand? He starts talking about he smiles every time he sees her and yeah, all this stuff could have something special in the future. My heart skips a beat. I suppose when you know, all that stuff. Kai then picks Sammy and boy, Kai, you're gonna go outside very soon, my friend. It's your time, it's tick, tick, tick. Your time is ticking, boy. Sammy was very disappointed. A lot of my favorite YouTube reviewers, that we all said the same thing. We all got the feeling that Sammy weren't really leaning towards Kai after yesterday's episode. And she even confirmed that. She basically echoed the point and said, you know what? I have the flirty banter with Ron and Tom. I don't really have that with Kai, because I'm not attracted to dried up spit on my mouth. Tanya and Ron then couple up and there's a whole cute dynamic there. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, when they were saying I love you, and they were really bouncing off each other, I did think to myself, you know what? I could see them possibly getting together. But then as the episode kind of went on, I thought to myself, yeah, nah, maybe they truly don't actually see each other romantically. Maybe they are just besties in here, I don't know, because I think she's now gonna go for Jordan. That makes sense. Jordan and her, you can just see them together. Black guy, like Middle Eastern. That works in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you see that a lot. You feel me? So, but Kai and that even say that in the episode. They're kind of talking. They're not bitching. They're just saying, you know what? I can kind of see them. But Kai's a little conniving little snake. The way he even tried to plant that seed in Sammy's head as well. About I can see them getting together. I can see them getting together. You're just trying to scare her off because you know she's got more connection with him than you, clown. And then the inevitable happened, guys. I didn't say it in the video yesterday, but I pinned a comment. Zara, big shame. We're gonna have to pour one. Listen, I'm pouring one for Zara, man. I can't lie, man. R.I.P. Zara, because I felt sad when she left, and the reason was for that is because I feared that there would be little entertainment afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she took the fire with her, unfortunately. It's a shame. Like I felt dejected in that moment. I ain't gonna lie to you, as the episode went on, I actually completely forgot that she left, if I'm being real. But at the time, I really felt sad in it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the world moves on, innit? Pour one, and we keep it stepping. Liv was happy. She's talking about how she's happy they squashed it. Cool. I bet you are. I bet you're happy. I bet you're happy that you just outlasted her, basically. Will then asks Kai, yeah, do you think Sammy's happy? And the reason he asked that, yeah, is clearly because she looks disappointed, and we could all kind of tell that Ron and her had a better connection at least. You know what I'm saying? Or even Tom. I said, yeah, we said that yesterday as well, Tom. I've already spoken about Ron and Tanyel speaking. They're just talking and saying, I love you. And see, that's the moment, because Ron's like, he kind of flirts with her, but then he's also like, you know, there's a lot of other people I would rather be in bed with ahead of you, but I'm kind of happy. But then there is still that banter there. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think. I initially thought they could, because they've got that real. They probably could, but I don't think they'll explore it. Ron and Lana then speak, and guys, this conversation, yeah, it was like a movie. Big man thing, it was like a movie, bro. It was really like a. I ain't really seen many rom-coms, but it felt like a rom-com. You know the ones there where she's like, I see you two. I see you two together. I see the way you look at each other. I see the way you look into her eyes. I see the way she wants to be near you and you want to be near her. And he's like, we were like that once upon a time. And she was like, were. It was a whole scene, you lot, fam. Like, it really was a whole scene. And like, it really felt like the end until Ron, this fucking Krusty the Clown ass pirate looking guy, yeah, said, basically he started spinning some lyrics about getting back together with her. I can't remember the exact lyrics, but I thought that was the time to be honest. That was the time, because if you sever ties then, the L that was coming your way in the shape of Casey, boy, because then it wouldn't look so bad, because then you would have cut ties, she's free to move on, rah. But now you kind of stringing that on there, keeping her there as the option, which is what the man them called you out on, specifically Shaq, it makes you look like an idiot. In fact, let's talk about this now. You get donut of the day, Ron, for the exact reason I was just about to get into. You can't be honest. And you continue to lead Lana on when it's clear as day you don't want her. You understand? Now, I understand the mentality of getting to know people. I do. I respect that. This is what Love Island's for. You get to know people, you get to know people. But you know when you don't want someone. That's the difference here. Ron seems to think, yeah, me and Lana are great, but I just want every single test under the sun. That's not how it works. If you've got a connection with someone, it's better to then invest in it and explore it. And then if someone comes in and you've got that instant spark with them, then you can explore it. Because, because I'm right. It's as simple as that. He's mugged himself off. He's got egg on his face now. Because he could have had the chance to end it with her in that chat there, and he didn't. He spun some bars about how, you know, we're still, one day we'll be in a couple together, and what? And now Casey is gonna swoop in. And fam, if she goes back to Ron, then no shame. Like, no sympathy from me anyway. But yeah, Ron, you're a donut. Now Kai and Sammy speak, and this is where he basically says, are you happy, clown? And she goes, I am happy. And then she doesn't say but. Her version of but was, it's still early, so I'm still getting to know a few of the other boys, basically. That was her saying but. Do you understand? And then he, the slivery little snake, yeah, basically starts saying, I reckon Ron and Tanyel, you know, what do you reckon? And she's like, nah, what do you reckon? And then you can see her energy shifted. She was like, rah. And he's like, yeah, you know, when you share a bed with someone, it's rah. But they've already shared a bed, I swear they've already shared a bed. Because they were already kiki-ing early on they've already shared a bed. That kind of debunks that. But then she was kind of like, yeah, true. But I don't think that's going to deter her. I like Sammy, by the way. I really feel her. She is sure of herself. She's confident. Ron and Kai speak, yeah. This Rondon, this guy had the audacity to say to Kai, yeah. He goes, I'm not going to lie, yeah. Sammy kind of looked disappointed. The only reason she's going to be disappointed is because she either wants you or Tom. Like, I thought that statement was so muggy. But it was funny though, I ain't gonna lie. It was funny. It was ballsy still. And Kai basically says he's still going to be on job with other things. What other girls are you talking about? New things or what? I don't know for these boys, man. Ron admits he's in a worse position, and he basically says he's got to try with Lana. And that's when I was just baffed. Honestly, I was baffed, because he was like, really? He was like, yeah, I got to try with Lana and basically try again with her. And I'm just baffed, because it's clear as day that Sammy wants to chat to him and he wants to chat to Sammy. It's obvious. So what? Just be real. God damn it. I was about to skip past the Tom and Eddie thing, yeah, but I can't, fam. Now, don't get me wrong. Platonic I know what platonic means. Most people I know what platonic means, innit? I'm not gonna insult him for knowing what platonic means, yeah. But the bit that I creased at, yeah, was the awkward silence afterwards. Because when she explained, yeah, it means like not romantic, it kind of means as friends. A man's like, and you can see the one cog turning. Because his brain, yeah, because his head is basically, I've done a study, I've looked into Tom in it, I've looked into his medical history, and I figured out how his biology is and, you know, what happened to him when he was born. Basically, when he was born, yeah, he was born with his head, 97% sand in it. And then like the rest of the 3% is split between 2% air and then 1% is this little cog. And you can see this cog turning, working it out. Platonic, friendship. And then there's this and then there's this just awkward silence as he's just processing what it means, and then it just moves on. I don't know. It was the weirdest interaction I've ever seen. Tom, Tom's just slow, man. Tom, minimal IQ, fam. I can't lie, it's jokes. Now Shaq and Tanya speak, and guys, this whole episode was like a movie, guys. It was like a rom-com. A man said, he took her to the terrace. And he goes, Tanya, I think you're such an amazing girl. There's something I really want to say to you. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna say it. Tanya, I love you. Oh my God. And then this whole time, yeah, I'm saying to myself, no, don't say it, no. Because we know she don't feel it. We know she don't feel the same. And guys, I don't want to hear it. Fred, Davey, Sarah, I ain't trying to watch your videos today, yeah, and hear you say that she feels the same. I ain't trying to hear it. I want to see you lot, I want to see us lot sing in unison, yeah, all of the same hymn sheet, because she does not feel the same. Yes, she's warm to him, of course. They have got a great chemistry, they really do. They do get on. And when you know it's just gonna be you two for the rest of the time, they can be comfortable in accepting that fate and grow into that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I believe they've got chemistry, and I believe she's got the potential to like him. But right now, she doesn't feel the same. I know she said it back, but she doesn't feel the same. She even had the audacity, yeah, to basically entertain the idea of Jordan. I know I should get to this later, but no, I'm gonna tackle it now. Now, I understand. There's nothing illegal with what she said. She can appreciate a good-looking boy. That's fine. But she said something like, basically, she didn't close the door. She should say, no, me and Shaq, I love Shaq. Yes, he's a good looking boy. That's it. Period. But she didn't. She was like, yeah, he would have to fall from heaven on earth, and you can't just be a good looking boy with a beard, but you know, he would have to be what? He would have to be what, darling? Shaq, my brother, you're a bit further ahead than she is, my guy. You are. Now I'm gonna skip past a few things. The next morning comes around here and they get a text saying the boys are here. And again, Ron, oh, did you see how fast Lana moved? Bro, keep one eye on yourself, yeah? So Jordan and Casey come in. They seem like good vibes. I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. I like both of them. I actually like Casey. I think Casey's energy is quite good. I feel like he ain't here to play games. I feel like he's quite mature. I think they're both mature, innit? They're both older, innit? I think he's like 26. I'm nearly 28, so I feel like 26 is young, boy. Like, but I mean, yeah, he's older, and Jordan's 28 still. Both from London. Jordan's from London. I know Casey works in London, but I won't really pay attention. The girls are gassed, very happy. I'm just gonna skip through this. Lana makes me crease because she's like, yeah, I fancy both of them to the girls. We all knew who she really fancied, and to the camera she goes, oh yeah, Casey's a bit of me. Oh yeah, Jordan's fit too. Don't worry, baby girl, it's all good. You ain't got to explain yourself. It's fine, man, it's fine. The only blemish on Casey's record real quick was when a man basically was like, oh, South African house. That's a bit rogue. Fam, what? Rogue? This ain't X-Men, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't listen to South African house a bit. Not even a bit. I couldn't tell you one artist, one song. But I know a lot of people that do. It's actually a very popular genre of music, to be honest. Yeah, you better upskill your culture. They end up having to take the girls on dates. Basically, Jordan and Tanyel have their date. We all knew that was gonna happen. I think they'll probably hit it off. I think he'll end up staying in the villa with her. They could be a pretty good couple. We'll see how that transpires, man. We'll see. They seem cool. I like Jordan. I like his energy. He's got that kind of, almost like Ovi aura. You know what I'm saying? Kind of cool, collected. But like Ovi, like people were just sucking off Ovi for no reason. Oh my God, he's wearing a do-rag. Oh my God, he's talking about training day. Oh my God, he's doing things that every black person in the world does. Oh my God, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's proper jokes. But Lana and Casey have their date. And that's where she's like, oh, do you think you'll cause a stir? And he's like, no, I'm not here to stir. I'm here to be myself. You know, I was giving you the eye, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, you know, they got good chemistry because he's like, oh, she's like, who do you want next? And he's like, oh, can I have you again? And she was like, oh, I wish. And all that stuff. And then anyway, let's talk about the fire at the end. So guys. This, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. This came out of left field. There was no build-up play. There was no, quick tick-a-tacker. This was straight Hail Mary, 90th minute type thing. Just a booting from like Beckham halfway team. This came out of nowhere. Now, do I rate Shaq for this? I do. He did come on a bit. Fam, I'll be honest, he came out strong. Let's be real here. He came out harsh, strong, but fair. And I can't lie though, it really did come out of nowhere, I can't lie. But still, let's talk about the points he raised. Shaq is the alpha in that villa. I'm sorry. A lot of betas, a lot of people, a lot of men are gonna be offended when I say this. I consider betas consider Shaq a beta. Because they think he's like oh yeah, he's just a feminist and bro, I see myself in Shaq because I'm fair. I call out men, I call out women. I respect women equally. I'll ride for women. But the same way, I'm assertive. And Shaq is the same. Shaq has no problem calling out, saying it what it is, and actually telling you to your face. No one else in that villa has balls like Shaq. Fact. No one in that villa is as self-assured and as confident as Shaq. Fact. And I'm not talking about confident when it comes to girls and confident like all that stuff. That's whatever, that's a different thing. I'm talking about real, a man knows what he knows and he stands on it. That's what an alpha is. Don't get me wrong, do I think he's moving too fast with my gal? Of course I do. But at least he stands on it. Do you understand? And that's what I respect about Shaq. And he basically says to Ron, quite aggressively in some parts, you treat Lana as an option. You don't do what you say. You are basically fake. He doesn't say fake here, but you are a hypocrite. You contradict yourself. You say one thing and you do another. The only criticism I have of Shaq, or apart from coming on a bit too harsh in some points, what I don't like is when someone says, oh, I'm not the only one that thinks it. Other people think it as well. You were doing so well until then. I'll still give you an A. I'll give you an A for that. I really do deduct points for that. I don't like that. Because you were assertive. You called him out on your own. You don't need to bring no one else. They were kind of growing into the conversation anyway. Their balls, their shrivelly little balls kind of started to grow and they were like, yeah, and Will got involved first, next, and a couple other boys were, a couple murmurs in the background, a couple, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Shaq was leading the line. So you don't really need to bring them man in. Let their balls, let their shriveled little testes grow on their own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, other than that, Shaq, you got my respect. You know, he tried to defend himself, but I think he kind of knows. And at the end of the day, yeah, Ron and Shaq are brethren, because when Shaq actually, said to the boys, I love you. Sorry, he said to the boys that I told Lana that I love her, yeah. Ron congratulated him. And I do think they have a bromance in it. But that's what bros do. You call out your friends. That's realness. So, yeah, I respect that. But guys, this video is kind of long. Like the video for me. Let me know your thoughts. Who was your donut of the day? What was your highlight? RIP Zara once again. You were good entertainment. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Peace.